You've been told to kill your ego, to transcend it, to ignore it, crush it. Whatever catchy spiritual cliche is trending this week. But let's just stop pretending that's working, because if it were, you wouldn't still be here, stuck in the same loop, having the same arguments, living the same triggers. The truth is, you don't have an ego problem. You have a relationship with yourself problem. You've been ghosting the most sacred part of you, and the more you ghost it, the louder and more desperate it gets. So let me give it to you straight. When you react from ego, you literally are turning your pain into personality. That's not a metaphor, this is real. That's bitterness you carry around, that edge in your tone, that defensiveness you think no one notices. It's what people now use to describe you. Now, you swore you'd never be like the people who hurt you. I know, me too. But look at how you respond under pressure. Look at how quick you are to withdraw, to lash out, to prove a point. Your pain is running the show, and you're letting it brand you. And here's the worst part. Your ego has made you addicted to being right, even when you're wrong. See, you can feel it. That hot flash in your chest when someone challenges you, that courtroom drama in your head building its closing argument. Oh yeah, we've all been there. You'd rather be right than be free. You'd rather win the fight than walk away in peace. You'd rather lose the relationship than lose the argument. Really. And you know it's true because every time you do it, there's this sick little rush that feels good for a second. Yeah, just 1 second. But after the dust settles, you're left with the same gnawing emptiness. And then your ego whispers to you that this emptiness is proof. Proof that you can't trust anyone. Proof that you're safer alone. Proof that everybody's against you when really it's you against yourself. It's proof that the world is as cruel as you expected. And you believe it because it sounds logical, right? Well, you believe it because your feelings are attached. And our feelings are real, but they're not necessarily telling us the truth. But your ego's protecting you, right? That's what we've been told. No, it's robbing you. It's stolen your joy, stolen your ability to connect, your willingness to risk love. It's turned your life into a fortress where no one gets in and you can't even get out. So I want to give you something that no one is teaching here. Everyone else is trying to fix your ego or kill it. But I'm going to teach you how to hack it, as your ego is a wild horse. It's dangerous when it's out of control, but powerful when you train it. So here's the first thing you do. Starve the drama. The next time someone pushes your buttons, you do nothing. Not a text, not a post, not a clap back. You just go rogue. Sit in silence like it's the throne and watch your ego throw its tantrum. You let it scream inside your chest while you absolutely do nothing. This is where you rewire your nervous system. This is where you teach yourself that you don't need to fight to survive. That stillness will not kill you. So do this once a day and watch how fast the chaos stops running your life. Next, flip the ego into a personal assistant. Every time your ego wants to scream, every time they want to spin the narrative, oh, you've been disrespected, they hate you, grab a notebook and write down that fear or what fear is hiding behind that so-called truth. Then, then make a to-do list. I want respect becomes I'm going to set a boundary. I'm scared of being ignored becomes I'm speaking my truth without an apology. You stop blowing up relationships and start building a reality where you're actually supported. You stop meeting your ego with their ego and stop meeting their ego with your ego, because now it's time to start building a relationship with yourself. This is not suppressing the ego. This is hijacking its energy and putting that negative energy to work, flipping it on its head. And here's the trigger work. This is real alchemy here. This is real transcendence. Next time your face gets hot and you want to explode, stop and ask, what belief about me is this provoking? Because really, all this is when somebody has a belief about you and they show it, you're just reacting to that belief, trying to prove them wrong, but really you believe that they're right. So you're really using them to prove that you are wrong about the belief that you have about yourself. It's going about the wrong way of trying to prove for yourself wrong. So you'll hear this voice in your head. I'm not good enough. I'm powerless. I'm invisible. And it's in that exact moment that you get honest with yourself and flip the script. Say out loud, I am good enough right now, and mean it. Stand up for yourself because nobody else will. Move your body. Take a step forward like you're stepping out of an old version of you and put it to anchor. Make the moment real by standing in your self-awareness, feeling that good feeling. You just turned your pain around into progress in real time. That's healing. That's how you heal. And here's where this hits you in the feels. What if the ego was never the villain that you thought it was? What if it's just the scared being who had no choice but to dwell inside of you with you? And, this scared being, which is the characteristic of the enemy, we're not going to go too far on that. Go watch the other videos that we have already spoken about this, but this is just a light introduction. But just understand that your ego doesn't want to be with you as much as you don't want to be with the ego, but you got to learn to get along, and it's got to be you. You got to take the first step. Use your unconditional love towards the ego. So when you stop fighting it, that's when ego loses all its power. And what if all the lashing out, all the defensiveness, all the sabotage was just a way of begging you to finally come back for it to stop ignoring it? All it wants is attention. All it wants is for your eyes on it to see it for what it is. So do that. Sit with that. Because you're not really at war with some unknown monster. You're at war with yourself. So maybe the answer is loving the part of you that needs you most. Maybe that's the way out. Have a good day. See you tonight. I love you. Check out the links in the description and support this channel. If you feel prayerfully led, pray about it, and support this channel by liking, subscribing, and coming back here twice a day, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 o'clock in the evening. And I will see you soon. Toodaloo.